Well, welcome to this online devotion for January 12th. So, as perhaps like many, if not most of you, last week on Wednesday, when the civil unrest arose at the Capitol in our nation, we here as a staff were flabbergasted, surprised, shocked, and struggling through all of the emotions that I'm sure you've felt as well, and so many around our nation and around the world. And all of these emotions just are, they're bubbling up right now throughout our country and throughout the world. People, so many things are contributing to it, and this event did not help. And so, but it was interesting as we were processing a bit as a staff. We actually had a staff meeting right around that same time. And as we were processing a bit, Pastor Ralph brought to our attention a couple Bible verses that really spoke to the situation, and I want to share that. He's much better at this sort of thing than I am, pulling Bible verses that are appropriate on the spur of the moment anyway. In any case, the verses were out of chapter 24 of Matthew. It says, "When he was sitting on the Mount of Olives, the disciples came to him privately, saying, 'Tell us, when will this be? And what will be the sign of your coming and the end of the age?' Jesus answered them, 'Beware that no one leads you astray, for many will come in my name, saying, I am the Messiah, and they will lead many astray. And you will hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that you are not alarmed, for this must take place. But the end is not yet. For nation will rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there will be famines and earthquakes in various places. All this is but the beginning of birth pangs.'" And what I focused on there was not so much the specifics of the text, but the chaos described in those verses, the chaos, the mayhem that seemed to be so palpable in that day and in the events of that day and following days. But what struck me was that last verse, and all this is but the beginning of birth pangs. One of the things I've observed over the years in tragedies and other events like this that are kind of groundbreaking, earth-shattering events, is that people often ask, where is God in that? And where I've so frequently found God in that is in the response to it. In the response of people who identify with and are grounded in faith and in Jesus. And this happened on the day of Epiphany, a day that the true identity of Jesus is revealed, recognized, and worshiped. So it got me thinking about the possibilities. After I was able to work through all the emotions related to the event itself, it got me thinking to the idea of the beginning of birth pangs, that new life can come from these very events, that God is revealed in the aftermath of these kinds of things, and that we are called as followers of Christ to ground ourselves in the love of Jesus, in the peace that he came to bring to this world. And when we do that, when we're able to, through prayer, meditation, just taking a deep breath, when we are able to ground ourselves in Christ, then we can move forward with acts of love. And those acts can be as simple as conversations that are helpful, that are inquisitive, that where we listen to one another, care for one another, support one another, and lead to a better way of being. So I, along with you, am experiencing all those emotions. I'm still experiencing them, and I just encourage you to to connect with the epiphany, connect with the true identity of Christ being revealed, recognized, and worshipped, um, and be a part of the birth of new life in this world. Blessings and peace to you, my friends.